Richard Allen's New Sports. Written and directed by the bald-headed black man. Rub his head and make a wish. That's him. Featuring his unique fan-based view of sports. You can get it every week here at Morning Time with Mario. Now get ready for the man who brings you the sports, ladies and gentlemen. It's Vic! Yeah! Yes!
You know what? I just think this is that time where Mario gets to relax and says, now I can unleash. So I'm going to let you unleash during my segment, bro. You
I thought, and everybody else thinking, we thought he was unleashed before.
Right.
It's going to be more. It's going to be more unleashed.
All right, you guys. Cool. Hey, welcome to the sports. I guess you could say chopping it up, man, because that's all we do. We chop it up. We're not really trying to report it. We just trying to chop it up.
Chop it up.
We chopping it up. And nobody wants to hear anything about the state of Idaho or Florida until you cover Cali, which means I am going to cover the Rams and football and Chargers who's losing, because, you know, you got to give them respect, and then you got to do that Lakers and Clippers thing, which will have an asterisk because it won't be fully loaded teams. This will be about Celebrityville, which I'm predicting that they'll cover which people are at this game. And so you guys know, it is an away game for the Lakers.
Really?
Try to figure that out. Yeah, try to figure that out.
Oh, because
man.
They're both home teams, and it just has to do with who gets what.
There you go.
Stuff.
So it's an away game, which somehow or another it won't be draped in Lakers gold, so to speak.
Vic, I'm with you. We can't understand. First of all, it's L.A.
Right.
To L.A., and we can't understate the fact that this is the season opening game for a lot of people.
Right.
Here in L.A., we're canceling Quiet Storm so that we could watch this and partake. No, I'm with you. I can't understate the relative importance of enjoying this.
Right.
I'll be watching it.
Hey, look, I'm telling you right now.
Shall I cook? That's the question.
You inviting over guests?
We may need to invite something.
Okay. All right, let me get it up with where I think the first subject I want to cover first, Mario, because it's a dialogue between understanding, and I'm not using politics, but I'm using what they call be careful of when the media frames a story versus public opinion polls. And so I'm covering rank best African-American female athletes of all time. Now, within that, we're going to determine, and I'm only going to go with the group of five, because we don't have enough time. But I'm also going to kind of give you an idea where public opinion polls sometimes really shapes the true eye view, whether it's biased or not, of who they think is number one, number two, or beyond. So as I go down this list, I want you to understand that's one thing when we say the red, white, and blue. This is America. Well, that's a video out there, but this is America. We're going to see if this group is in the order that you and I agree with as it relates to the best black female athletes of all time. You ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
All right. That's just a promo, you see. That's Allison Felix. That's just a promo.
Yeah, I love her.
Oh, yeah. Well,
man.
Right. Hey, look.
She's wonderful. And just seeing her personality and her energy, she seems to have an aura.
Yeah,
and not to mention that bod. Shit. Yep. Excuse me.
And see, already.
I'm sorry, but I'm saying.
The hormones. There we go.
I needed this, Vic. I needed it. It gets the blood flowing.
All right.
I'm getting a cramp.
All right. Now, when I go to the actual display, you're going to see two categories, Mario, under the name of the athlete. You're going to see black female athlete ranking and the website opinion poll of a company that's based out in Los Angeles that gets 49 million unique visitors every month. They've been operating since 2009, and they have their all-time ranking and where that athlete falls. And you'll sit there and do what I did. Well, what if they're 50th? You go, well, what 49 athletes are better than them? That's the nature of this.
Wow.
Can it hit you?
Okay.
We're going to go with number 5. We're going to start in the order of, guess what, going to what we call the greatest athlete. We're starting off with Venus, not the greatest. Black female athlete ranking, number 5. Rankers, 47. This is going to be interesting when I tell you.
Wow.
Okay, now, when you think of top black athletes in top 5, would you put Venus in the top 5?
Yeah, well,
Ooh.
I don't know if top 5, but top 15.
Top 15? So that means not top 5.
Yeah.
Because see, the whole
technically, yes. Head Start's doing a wonderful job. Yes.
See, this is why I have to have this dialogue, you guys. This is why. All right. Let's just keep it moving. Let's keep it moving because we're going to go through this quickly. Let's go to number 2. Of course, we just highlighted as it's Allison Felix.
Oh, look at that! Look at that B cup. That's an A cup, I think.
You know she's a taken woman. You know that, right?
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
I'm just looking.
All right. Black female ranking, female athlete
Candace.
rank 4. She's number 4 black all-time female athlete. In rankers, she's 27. Would you say guaranteed Allison Felix in top 5 all time? Top 5. See
No,
that?
I wouldn't guarantee
Ooh,
that.
this is good. So 2 so far. No,
No, I
guarantees.
mean, people tend to do it themselves. It has to do with your age, to me, a
course.
lot, because you're going to pick the people that you know. Now,
Thank
we're
you.
older. I can think back. There's some very, very accomplished female athletes.
Don't say anything because
Okay.
we may cross.
Okay.
And then what you get to do is say, well, you don't have the where.
But I'm liking that top.
You know what? There you
Take
go.
a look at that.
All right.
Now, I like the little. I'm the itty bitty titty committee.
Right. You had to go there, right?
Yes.
You had to
Use
go
your
there.
pick.
Yeah, okay. Listen, that's a nice shot. That's all I can
It's
say.
a
No,
naked shot
You know
of
what?
a track runner.
Some people look
It's
for the
sick.
reason to motivate themselves in such a way. Okay, I won't even go there. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next, man. Next is, Jackie Joyner Kersey,
See what
track
I'm
and
saying?
field.
See what I'm saying?
All-time black female athlete ranking, number 3. Rankers, all-time, she's 23. Would you list Jackie in the top 5 athlete all-time?
Possibly. She's got, it depends on your criteria. See, gold medals mean a lot to a lot of us.
And world records.
And world records. So she has a lot of gold medals and a lot of world records.
Yes.
So.
All right. Not bad.
Not bad. She may
Not
be.
bad.
She's in the running. Definitely.
So far, no guarantee from Mark. This is the whole point of public
Yeah, I
opinion
got to see
polling.
what you got because there's a lot of people to consider.
And the names will start popping up, but for various reasons. So this is why I said I don't think there's a right or wrong. Is how you see things. Let's go to the next. The next. Relatives in the family. Florence Griffith Joyner, track and field, black female athlete ranking, number 2 all time. Rankers got her at number 18. She is the world record holder in the 100 meters and 200 meters. Nobody's touched her since. Does she belong in the top 5?
She very well may. You know, the thing that she's known for, I think, for us, is she actually is the one who pioneered in terms of bringing beauty
and
fashion
right
into track.
Yes.
She did it and still won.
Right.
Body for days, muscular as all get out.
Right.
But just looking wonderful in all ways.
Right.
So give it up for her. She's like the first.
Right. Now let me do this. Since there's really no professional football for women and the WNBA is not the same, what would you say is the number 1 sport for achievement on a global level for women? The sport that's accepted.
Tennis.
You got it. Which takes us to the next. The next is Serena Williams. And Serena's ranking black female athlete all time number 1. In rankers, she's number 9. If she's number 1, she definitely is in your top 5 guaranteed.
She's in my top 5 because of the impact on the sport, too. See, it makes a difference when you have people who have previously pioneered in the sport.
Right.
But, you know, in terms of tennis,
right,
her and her sister, they would be some of the ones that are going to go down in history.
Can you think of any other females right now, black, that would be above the group we? Because I have a part 2 on this.
Well, Althea Gibson.
I knew he was going to go there. Tennis.
Yes, and track.
But she's not as accomplished as Serena.
Well, plus in those days it was a lot harder
right.
for women. They didn't have the same opportunities. And, for example, you couldn't compete in the Olympics if you were married.
Right. Let me give you an idea of what public opinion polls do. I think this is where Donald Trump made his killing. And I also think this is where Obama took advantage of it. It's one thing to listen to what they call the opinion polls from traditional media. When I went to this group, Rankers, I said, wait a minute, they're based in L.A. Their number one athlete in this territory that we're covering all time, Steffi Graf. Number two, this is the public people, and I'm saying the reason why I see why they're picking. I said most of these are men. They're choosing to keep women. Most of the first 8 on the list before Serena, all European. Which kind of gives you, this is just one list. That doesn't mean it's the list.
Yeah, and one has to take into account, especially today's, the impact of media, branding, and the money. Because what happens is, it wasn't the industry previously. Now, today, just because of shoes and athletic wear, it's different. So those statistics, to me, mostly reflect who they're marketing sports to.
Right.
And therefore, you can make the public support whatever you want if you market to them.
Right. And what we're getting from this is when you allow the public to make their determinations, there's always going to be these considerations you got to take into that. Maybe you go, well, you don't pay attention to the things that's on the internet. Yes, you do. It may be biased. It may not have all the conditions. But I was kind of shocked when I saw that, wow, the first American, if you want to call that African American on this list, and just one list, is 9 spots down. So with that being said, if you had, Mario, right offhand to say, out of this group, the African Americans, who's clearly right now your number one until you actually go look at anyone else that possibly may be on the list? Who's your number one?
Well, Serena Williams.
Serena? Yeah. Yeah, she is.
And again, remember, that's mainly because of how much of an impact on that sport, too.
Right.
You have other sports that, like track and field, but they've been impacted by black women previously, and that's a little more, just a little more of a crowded field, even though the examples are also exceptional.
And true. I think Florence Griffin Joyner, because she was trailblazing with the fingernails, the hair, the suit. If she was in this day and age, she would be like the Usain Bolt, who basically would take advantage of it because she's so removed, and it's like, nearly 25, 30 years ago, it's difficult. So, like we said, the time has everything to do with it. All right, so now let's go to what everybody in L.A. is waiting for, the anticipation of locking horns with Clipper Laker Nation.
Yeah.
Showcase.
Yeah.
I know it's
Tuesday
a big deal.
night.
I know it's a big deal when Mario says, I'm not doing Quiet Storm. I said, yes, you are. I said, just sit the phone next to your ass, turn on your music.
I'll start playing different music.
Get your popcorn ready.
I'll start playing some basketball music.
Thank you. Now,
Can't get enough of that funky stuff.
So let me just say this.
I tried.
I don't have to give you guys time and details. You already know. But for those of you who think you need it, of course, it's Tuesday. Toronto at New Orleans. Unfortunately, I hate to say this, Zion's not in it. Toronto doesn't have Kawhi anymore. It's just a pregame right now. I hate to say it like that. Now, if you're into the new look New Orleans.
You mean talking tonight?
Well, Tuesday.
Tuesday's the game. It's not a preseason.
No. The back-to-back games is Toronto's first again, New Orleans, and then the Lakers.
Oh, okay.
So the pregame nobody's really talking about because Zion is not playing. So will you watch Toronto at New Orleans?
Yeah.
To see all the former Lakers?
Yeah. I mean, just because even without Zion, the Pelicans are something to see.
Right.
I'm curious about what Toronto's going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I will watch. I'm very curious about the Pelicans without Zion.
Okay. If the NBA world is that bad and that tough, let me just take you to the next one. How many of you guys are going to watch the World Series Game 1? Houston Astros, Washington Nationals versus or across what they call the lane of the NBA Game 1. So wait a minute. See what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. This is my whole point. So Mario, you're not going to watch Game 1? Although, everybody, I hate to say this, Houston Astros are so favored. And I call it destiny versus pedigree. They're so favored. They haven't had odds this great since 2007.
Yeah.
Which Boston Red Sox.
First of all, Houston. You know what?
The
it's
Colorado
like
Rockies.
if there was a city in the United States that Mother Nature seems to be shitting on repeatedly.
It's bad timing, bro.
It's just, I don't know.
bad
Maybe
timing.
it's a sign for all of you to leave Texas, the whole state.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying, geez, Houston.
So let me just say
It's like
this.
Mother Nature just has you in her crosshairs, huh?
Wait a
You
minute.
guys just don't get a break.
Let me say this. I'm going to say this because for Washington, they haven't had much, And I don't mean that in the way you think. I'm saying Washington seems like they're on destiny's trail. They have clearly.
It's Washington.
They have clearly said, hey, we're underdogs, but don't be surprised.
They've been losing so long. Some cities are so long and losing
Right.
that you just go like, wow. It's almost like even I start rooting for New York.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. So I'm hoping, but at the same time, you're not going to even check into the game. You're not. That's what I figured. See, I was just giving it respect, man. Respect is where respect is due. So no interest. Well, let me tell you this. I'm picking my winners based on what kind of moves they make. So what we're going to
nose.
So what we're going to do is this, Mario. I'm going to choose based on you voting the best dugout move. So I have two little displays, and you're going to pick the move you think is the best for a champion and a World Series champ. We're going to go to number one first. Number one, Houston Astros, the shimmy show me moves. Show me, shimmy, and the guy
I might have to come out for Houston now. They always did have good barbecue.
Wait a minute.
Just terrible mosquito problem.
Check out his boy on the bench.
Check out home man who's unmoved. Here, this guy, he's just like not affected, huh?
He's not affected, right?
He hasn't shaken his ass in about 25 years.
Okay, so wait a minute. I want you to remember that move.
All right, lose control.
That's Houston now, right?
Right.
Let's go to Washington. Let's go see if they can trump that. Oh, I had to say Trump. Damn. Oh, the clap back bench move.
Oh, that's kind of different.
Okay, that's Washington. Hey, look, I'm just saying. Pick your winner based on who has the best.
I think you got to go to clap back.
Yeah, clap back.
Clap back.
Washington, all in the house, man.
Yeah.
So you picking Washington, right?
Huh?
You picking Washington?
It is Washington.
Okay. All right.
I did go to school there.
Okay. Good. So I'm picking Washington too because the clapback move. All right. Somebody gonna say that's not clapback.
That's good enough reason.
All right. Time to give you kind of the Rams thing so you can understand that we have to have that Jalen Ramsey report and what I call Brink Truck JR. Now that he's a Ram, and they sat back and delivered the blow to ATL. Not that it's a big deal. Do you believe the difference in the Rams will be sizable? Because JR, Brink Truck JR.
Didn't he get an interception?
He had a
they didn't.
he had a did a turnover, I think. I forget
turnover.
What he did. A turnover.
Yeah.
He created a turnover or something like that. Yeah. So he's had 4 tackles, limited time. He wasn't out there full time.
He just got there.
Yes.
Barely had tough time to practice.
Right.
Go out there and just play defense.
Right. So, with that being said, is that enough based on Jalen, or should we give you the Gurley report?
Oh, I think we got to give us a Gurley report anyway, but that was great, and we got to give it up for Jalen.
Yeah, he's good. All right. The Gurley report is this. His output on the ATL, I guess you can call it a smash down. He had 18 rushes, 41 yards, 2.3 average, no TDs. If he did that against a team that's 1-6, does that bode well for Rams looking forward, bro?
Well, I said something about the issue of the Rams running attack, not just him.
No, it's not good. And I'm saying this, 41 yards.
2.3 average.
If you're trying to go to the Super Bowl, they're going to hopefully there's a bye week that comes in there and they can adjust. The defensive side, you can see it, they're swarming. But Gurley, I don't know, man. And some of that is the offensive lineman. I understand that. I wish they went out and got somebody, a few people. So, hey, Gurley Town. It still the vote's out. All right. Going to my top 5 NFL teams, Mario. If there's anybody on this list you think that shouldn't belong, you let me know. The top 2, Patriots, San Francisco. They're unchanged. We already see that San Francisco had a defense that's just wrecking havoc. Green Bay, I got them in third. New Orleans at 4 because, man, what they're doing, I didn't think anybody thought that they would be playing this well with Bridgewater. And then the Baltimore Ravens, because they laid waste to Russell Wilson and Seattle at home. So, anybody on this list that you believe I left off that should be in the top 5?
No. I'm shocked at, for a league that seems to be, more competitive, that this year you had 4 teams that started off winless.
Yeah.
I think 2 of them are still winless.
Right.
This late in the season, while you have 2 teams that are undefeated.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So this is amazing.
It is one of those things where it's too early. It's kind of hard because you need people to go through their rough patch. People are talking about that there's a good chance that the New York Jets will do a little work against the New England Patriots tonight because they got their mojo back in Sam Darnold. You gonna watch New England at the Jets tonight, man?
Yes, I'm gonna watch for a little while.
Point spread.
I get tired of watching the Patriots beat up on people, so I can only take so much.
Upset tonight or business as usual?
Oh, come on.
All right then. That's it, you guys. Hey, look, I'm out, man. It's been a good day.
Figure out New Sports, written and directed by the bald-headed black man. A recurring segment of the Morning Coffee with Mario show. You can view it every week. Remember to dress appropriately. Sports bras and jock straps. We want everybody wearing the same old shit so they can be confused. Come on down. Enjoy us. It's sports, damn it. You're going to get some foot rash. Just accept it. Yeah. I said sports, damn it.